What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is a lovely Saturday out where I'm at today. But I hope it's the same where y'all guys are located at this time on this lovely Saturday on March 2nd of 2024. And I'm gonna be talking about the wildest wrestling news, stories, and rumors that you SNA fans need to know from the Wrestle Talk article. What a lovely day to do a wrestling news video today, and make sure to watch till the very end because it's going to get more. And we're going to start off with some backstage issues caused by The Rock and Roman Reigns with WWE segment has been revealed. Details have emerged on some of the changes made during WWE SmackDown due to The Rock segment running over on time. The Bloodline opened the March 1st show with a huge double segment with both The Rock and Roman Reigns getting time on the mic. It was reported that The Rock's segment went huge overtime, so immediate adjustments were made for the rest of the show. No wonder the show seemed like it was a bit too short after this segment, even though it was like 30 or 40 minutes. They had this promo segment, but it still felt pretty short. I was like, maybe that explains it. Like they had like only like a few matches after that, and hardly any segments. Only like backstage confrontations. Like that's about it. But anyways, yeah, according to Fightful Select reports that they report that the Rock segment went over time by over 10 minutes. This led to WWE cutting several things from the show, including Naomi's entrance like for the match against Tiffany Stratton. That explains why they did not show Naomi's entrance. Because they cut it off like from showing on TV because they didn't have that much time to air it. But anyways, Naomi and Tiffany Stratton's match was reportedly intended to have two full segments. Like Fightful pointed out that from entrances to finish, the match ran for 9 minutes, including commercials in the Bloodline's double segment after Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa made their entrance. The Rock joined the group in the ring before responding to Cody Rhodes' challenge for a one-on-one match. The Rock then issued his own challenge for a tag team match at WrestleMania, which you can read more on the other article on this link, but we're probably going to skip through it at this time because I already reviewed it on my wrestling review video yesterday. But continuing continue on this article, there was some tensions teased between the top stars, with Roman Reigns asking The Rock to acknowledge him as the tribal chief, which he ultimately did. An interesting producer was listed for Roman Reigns' in The Rock segment, which is on the next slide. And what are your thoughts on to the segment taking up 10 minutes up from the original plans of last night's show? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think it wasn't necessary to take that much time, or do you think it really wasn't? Which most of y'all should have, which most of y'all would say they should have made sure they have time to do this segment, and make sure that they get to the point of Cody's challenge and accept it, and maybe they can make a few insults and joke around with Rollins and Rhodes, along with his Cody crybaby fans. But maybe it was a bit too long, but at the same time, it still was entertaining. I even gave it the moment of the night. I'm just talking about time wise, like not trying to be hypocritical, but just saying, like maybe they should have made sure they have everything prepared, like for time wise side of things. Other than that, they did a pretty successful job uh, of of delivering and not accept Cody's challenge, but also give started a challenge for Rollins and Rhodes in the tag team match, which was rumoredly reported that this could possibly be the plans, which maybe The Rock himself was all king of this idea for in this bloodline storyline, like with him teaming with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and somehow he will be the one to cost Roman on this match and then the following night. But I'll say but I don't think he's going to cost him. It's going to be more likely whoever's going to win. That's when he's going to do it. Like the day after that, like maybe we could see Rhodes and Rollins win the match. And we could see them going, see them, see Cody and Roman be all alone, and we can see The Rock looking like he's about to help Roman anyways, even though he promised he signed an agreement contract with a lawyer, like by having a lawyer uh, to bring out the contract for him to sign. But it may look like he's gonna be attacking Cody, but but he's gonna turn around and attack his cousin Roman, or we can see the bloodline winning somehow, like trying to get some kind of momentum going, like on at the WrestleMania, like in this tribal. I'll say this, no, not tribal, this bloodline rules match, like which they could do. First, it look like they're going to be doing a complete beatdown on the poor American Nightmare, and and out of nowhere we can see it look like The Rock's going to finish him off, only to attack the bloodline, and then in the finishing touches to Roman Reigns. Well, at first it'll hit like Roman Reigns with some kind of a strike until he takes down his other cousins, Jimmy and Solo, and then we'll see and you'll see The Rock hitting the rock bottom onto Roman Reigns, perhaps the people's elbow. Cody Rhodes gets back up, crossroads, and then we'll see Rock get a real referee out there and then count the 3 count. Cody Rhodes finally finished the story, but that's only my prediction. I think they should book it as if Cody Rhodes is playing to win, of course. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm gonna try to prepare for the worst. Like if Roman does retains, like I'm gonna say, like that means that they chose this so they can have haven't beaten Hulk Hogan's record, and they're trying to find the place that Cody Rhodes can get some redemption besides WrestleMania. It could be somewhere in Madison Square Garden, whether if it's a Royal Rumble event, Elimination Chamber next year, or anywhere like that, or another pay-per-view like that they're gonna be in New York at the Madison Square Garden arena. Then they'll have Cody Rhodes win like his father did, like when he was in WWE. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see what's going to be the outcome of this match at WrestleMania before we can start speculating or predicting what's probably going to happen in storyline wise. But yeah, let's move on to the next wrestling news, and that is and then we got some news about who was behind the segment between Roman Reigns and The Rock. Next up, who was the exact specific producer? Let's see. As that right here, backstage details have emerged on the Rock and Roman Reigns' WWE SmackDown segment with an interesting producer listed for the Bloodline appearance. The Bloodline opened the March 1st show with a major double segment after Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa made their entrance, the The Rock then joined the group in the ring before responding to Cody Rhodes' challenge. The Rock then issued his own challenge, for a tag team match at WrestleMania, which yeah, oh, also say just WrestleMania. The segment didn't end here, with friction teased between The Rock and Roman Reigns. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion eventually asked The Rock to acknowledge him as tribal chief, which he ultimately did. According to Fightful, Michael Hayes, the usual producer for Roman Reigns in Bloodline segments, was not listed as working on this segment on Friday's run sheet. The report noted that Jason Jordan, the the American Alpha member, the former American Alpha member, and the former illegitimate son of Kurt Angle, was listed as the producer for the entire Bloodline double segment. Fightful also noted that The Rock's segment went huge over time, so immediate adjustments were made for the rest of the show. Cody Rhodes addressed the Rock's SmackDown appearance in front of the live crowd after the show went off the air. What are your thoughts on Jason Jordan being the mastermind of this segment between the Rock and the rest of the Bloodline? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think he should be booked? Yeah. Do you think he should be writing more of the Bloodline storylines and segments and matches and produce them? I should rephrase myself with, but yeah, do you think they should, despite it went a bit too long? And do you think it was his? Do you think it was his idea, or was it the Rock's idea? Make it like 10 more minutes long than the original plans. Let me know all about that in the comments down below. But yeah, I'd say it was pretty good and entertaining. I'm not sure if he will do a continuous excellent job booking the Bloodline like what Michael Hayes would do. But he did an impression of booking the match, making this segment must see, the best term to use. But even if he does, even if he continues to do this, be write storylines for the Bloodline, but let's keep our fingers crossed if he can continue this, that he can make this make more The Rock and Roman Reigns and the rest of the family's storylines be more oftenly a successful one. And do you think Jason Jordan could ever return in the ring and compete again, and perhaps reunite with Chad Gable as the American Alpha? Which that's a very strong that's a very strong question to ask. But I thought I might give it up. Yeah, I might as well give a very challenging question just for the fun side of things. But let me know in the comments down below. It seems like he won't be stepping foot in the ring anytime soon, though. But yeah, let's move on to the next wrestling news, and that is and we got some backstage reactions to fan support for Tiffany Stratton. The WWE backstage reaction to Tiffany Stratton's huge fan response has now been revealed. Despite Tiffany's tea, not the sweet, refreshing kind, carried over to her match against Naomi in Glendale, Arizona, on the latest episode of Friday Night SmackDown. According to Fightful Select, Many within WWE have been surprised by Tiffany Stratton's reaction. It was noted that WWE is now in anticipating these reactions more, more heading into shows. Stratton most recently wrestled on Friday's March 1st edition of SmackDown, defeating Naomi in the process in the singles action. The Rising Star has previously pinned Naomi in the Elimination Chamber match. This bout was reportedly impacted by the Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns and The Rock and Roman earlier in the show. And what are your thoughts on the fans' reaction every time they see the former NXT Women's Champion? And do you think this is going to be a potential babyface turn for her sooner rather than later, or do you think she's going to stick around as a heel for a little while, like until she gets her main event push, like for her, like with her winning the Women's World Championship or even the WWE Women's Championship? Let me know in the comments down below. I think they're going to do exactly that. They're going to wait until she gets that opportunity for a women's championship, then turn her into a baby face. Then they'll make her even more popular, like with the fans being 100% over with her. I still think that she should keep her gimmick, but in a good way, like in a baby face way. Because that's like if the fans naturally love the gimmick, like keep her as the gimmick, keep the wrestler as the gimmick, but turn them into a good guy, like in the process, like along with you keeping that persona. Just not like I would say, not like would it be in the horrendous way, but more likely in a way that's good, that doing it in a way that the wrestlers appreciating the support from the fan base in WWE, if you know what I mean. Like for an example, like like I'll say like a Randy Orton, like whether if he's a heel or a baby face with the Viper persona, he still have the fans' attention, like with the fans being absolutely entertained by the 14-time champion. Like whether if he's playing a sinister villain, like or even a badass I'll say a or a badass legendary babyface. Like he's a badass, like a villainous sinister heel, or a badass hero, a badass hero like babyface, like a legendary kind, a legendary hero babyface. Like the fans will like him, like him regardless with the gimmick. Like even though even if he's a heel, most of the fans will boo him. Like boo, we do not like your heel. We don't like you as a heel gimmick, with the heel side of things of the gimmick. But when it's like babyface, you don't get the standing ovation. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you get my analogy. But let's move on to the next wrestling news, and we got some Mercedes Moné news. Like celebrates spotted with celebrities ahead of AEW debut. Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, was spotted with a celebrity during a public appearance amid speculation about her next move. It was previously announced that Moné would be presenting an award like at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards at Saturday's March 2nd, which is today. Like awards show, Monet introduced with her real name Mercedes Renato, like presented the award for best slice of life. She presented this award alongside Dallas Cowboys the Marcus Lawrence, Like you can watch the clip right down below with Monet presenting the award. Can you watch it? I guess not. But yeah, I guess not. But anyway, Monet also shared photos from the event of her and Megan Thee Stallion, which you can watch down below. Like Monet captioned the photos only for the anime hotties new with the hashtag anime awards. And it says Monet hasn't wrestled since suffering an ankle injury during the first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship title match at New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence 2023. It's believed that the former WWE star will debut for AEW on March 13th at AEW's big business show in her hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. Former senior WWE writer Jennifer Pepperman is expected to be working closely with Monet again, who she had worked with during her time as Sasha Banks in WWE following her debut. And it's also been reported that Mercedes Moné recently responded to an interesting challenge, which you can read more about here onto the next article. But what are your thoughts on Mercedes Moné presenting an award to DeMarcus Lawrence of the Dallas Cowboys, and taking pictures with celebrities like Megan Thee Stallion? Do you think she's having lots of fun? Let me know in the comments down below. I think she is. I know I think she is. But yeah, we but we're gonna move on to the next news about her, which it says right here on the caption of I don't understand why they have the video of it. But But yeah, it's very weird when I look up the articles on Chrome. Like when I try to look for certain videos, like they just don't show. They hardly show like one as of late. Which maybe I should go to what they call it. Maybe I should go to my like main internet site, like my main internet app, to search up the wrestling news article. But yeah, we're gonna move on to some more Mercedes Moné news as she responds to expected WWE signing about potential match with former with the former WWE star, as has shared an interesting response to a challenge made by a potential WWE target. The the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship, Julia, recently expressed interest in a match against Monet, noting that she will continue to defend the gold until she finds Monet. Mercedes Monet has now taken to Twitter to respond to Julia using an interesting phrase by writing, "You standing on big business, or you just stand around." Monet is, of course, expected to will make her AEW debut at AEW Big Business on March 13th in her hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. In her using the phrase "big business" is in this tweet is further evidence of that. It's believed that former senior WWE writer, and I apologize to keep repeating this. This is the article that's keep showing this on this wrestling news report, like on the last one. But yeah, Jennifer Pepperman will work closely with Monet, who she had worked with during her time as Sasha Banks in WWE following her debut. Pepperman joined the AEW creative team in February as as director of content. For more details of her role, like in another article on here on Wrestle Talk, but Monet hasn't wrestled since she suffered an ankle injury during the first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship match at New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence 2023. Willow Nightingale won the bout and went on to drop the gold to Julia in July of 2023. With WWE previously expressing interest in signing Julia, it is expected that she'll join WWE after fulfilling other commitments in Japan. For an update on Julia, in her current status has been revealed as well about that. But it looks like I'm gonna have to go on the Google. I have to go to the main Google on my main Google site to look this up because I don't want to keep lacking of showing some very cool videos and images from the wrestlers. But that's the point of making this wrestling news video. But no matter, I'm gonna go to my main Google site, which I understand what's wrong with my Chrome site right now. Like it would usually show it like it did yesterday, but yeah, sometimes it's a some timing thing. But I thought you might get it clear from Chrome. That's the reason why I would show because it's a bit dark on my main Google internet site. But no, man, I'm just gonna have to show you right here from Wrestle Talk. Maybe it's not too late and I can still show a video, but again, maybe I should just go on to the other, go to the go to the next one, but maybe I'll just show it anyways. Like, oh, what the heck? Especially if as long as it's a minute or two, like it doesn't matter. But we're gonna see if we can see this video. And before we see this video, I'm gonna ask like, what are your thoughts on Monet's what's her message that referenced the term "big business"? Like when she was sending a returning message to Julia, the current reigning defending New Japan Strong champion. Let me know in the comments down below. I wonder if it's gonna work on here, even though it's a bit darker. But as long as I can get the video and the images, like that's all that matters. But if not, then let's see. Sorry, I'm not taking so long. Here's the post right here. there any way I can? Yeah, here's the image of her sitting right next to Megan Thee Stallion. And then we got the video right here above it in this anime award.
And from Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and global pro wrestling superstar, Mercedes Varnado.
The Slice of Life category focuses on the things that happen every day, the quiet moments we experience with the people in our lives. It may seem like there's no action, and we may sometimes take this kindness of stillness for granted, but these small human moments are the things that shape us as people.
These anime have made the ordinary extraordinary, and we celebrate happiness, humor, and heartbreak with our nominees of Best Slice of Life. And anime award goes to Bochi, The Rock.
What you thought about this pretty cool introduction from the former women's champion of WWE and NJPW? Let me know in the comments down below about that. And yeah, I bet she had a very fantastic time. And let's move on to the next wrestling news. And we got some Shawn Spears news now. Reacts to comments from The Rock after WWE return. And Shawn Spears shares a new message following his WWE return, using comments recently made by the Rock. Spears made a genuine surprise WWE return on February 27th edition of NXT with the AEW star attacking Ridge Holland with a steel chair. Interestingly, the former Ty Dillinger was called Shawn Spears on WWE TV, which is the name he uses prior to his previous WWE run with AEW. Spears has now taken to Twitter to share a clip from The Rock recent 21-minute promo. Shawn Spears clip. Shawn Spears clip showed The Rock saying that pro wrestling is exciting once again before cutting to Spears' WWE return. You can watch the video down below with and the return star captioned the video as "finally someone telling the truth." With also the hashtags and putting at WWE NXT at WWE at The Rock, and then hashtag WWE and hashtag WWE NXT. And here's the post. There's Ty Dillinger's reaction of, or not Ty Dillinger now, the former Ty Dillinger, now known as Shawn Spears, which I believe we haven't watched this video yet, but here's the video of it with the Rock saying this on posting on Instagram, I believe. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, like with him saying some true things. Well, this is like the 28-second version of the video with Ty Dillinger reacting to this part of the video, if I can get it. Good. I got it. Should be on at any moment. Okay.
It's been that kind of exciting week. Pro wrestling is exciting once again. It's been decades. Pro wrestling is cool once again. It's unpredictable. It's disruptive because of one man, and that is
What are your thoughts on The Rock promoting the return of Sean Spears? And do you think that was very? I'll say that was very, very, very cool of The Rock of doing that. Like, and what are your thoughts on Sean Spears writing the truth? Finally, the truth has come back to WWE or something like that. But yeah, the point is, like, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Ty Dillinger about this high praise from the People's Champion? Or do you think it's too much? What's that? I'll say perhaps too much praise, which I doubt it is. Like, we all agree on that. Like, it's about time we got truth and we got pro wrestling that is cool again and better. Like, something that was kind of missing for a very while, like until now. Like, yeah, the popularity, the success, the coolness, the phenomenal. I'll say the phenomenal facts about it. Like, and they're finally letting Sean Spears use his name besides Ty Dillinger, which, even though I wouldn't have no problem if it was Ty Dillinger, as long as they book him better than they did previously when Vince McMahon and that was the chairman, and when WWE before WWE even got sold to Endeavor or made streaming deals with Peacock, before like a year before Peacock even existed. But yeah, my point is, yeah, I was hoping that Ty Dillinger get treated better, like in his time in NXT, like a better version, like in his first run in NXT. And it seems like this is gonna be the first start of his success story in WWE. Something that he's been trying to achieve from the past like decade, if not already a decade. I'll say maybe about 7 years, ever since he got called up to the main roster. But I believe I heard he got signed with WWE in 2015. So I was like 9 years in his first run, but he left like 4 years after that in 2019. Yeah, 2019. But yeah, hopefully he'll have some more success than he ever gained in his entire career in professional wrestling. Someone like that shouldn't hold a belt with a very, very, very sneaky grin emoji. Cargo then corrected herself, saying, "I mean, hold my belt," which she's referring that it's going to be soon. It's going to be her soon enough, or when Io Sky retains that WWE Women's Champion. I still think it's 2021 again, like when she was the NXT Women's Champion. But anyways, Jade Cargill hasn't wrestled since making her WWE in-ring debut in January's Royal Rumble match. She had an impressive showing in this match, eliminating 3 stars in the making to final. My bad. Let me reread it. Like 3 stars, in making it to the final 3 for the match. Io Sky is set to defend her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley at WrestleMania 40. Dakota Kai has now broken her silence after her betrayal against Bayley, which you can read onto the next article. But here's Jade Cargill's tweet right there before I click onto the link of the next news story. Well, not exactly the next news story, but you know what I mean. It's going to be next on my video. And what are your thoughts on the former AEW TBS Championships tweet on Twitter? Let me know in the comments down below. And then let's move on to the next wrestling news. Move on. But yeah, I think like if she do go after the WWE Women's Championship, it's gonna be perhaps against Bayley. Someone like Bayley. Like, you guys still think Bayley's gonna win against Io Sky in this WWE Women's Championship match? Hey, Birdie. Okay. Oh yeah, you got a Mario shirt just like Uncle SNA.